but looks like this year with all the weeds, we had a failure on the food plot this spring and summer food plot. I failed. What's up, everybody? It's been a while. It's been probably over 2 months since I posted anything. I'll get to that. I'll get to it. But we're back here at Dusty Pines. My name's Joseph, if you haven't heard, if you're just tuning in. So what are we going to do today? I came out here. I finally got some time off to come out here, and I need to go take a look at the food plot. We're going to take a look at the food plot. It's my spring summer food plot. I planted it in the spring. Started coming up, and well, we'll look at it. Was it a fail? Can I make something out of it? What can I do with it? That's what we're here today for. I bought a 3-point boom sprayer for the tractor, and we're going to get ready to terminate it and get ready for the fall. It's August, late August right now. I think it's the 24th or something. You got dove season coming, so I'm trying to figure out what can I do with this. Well, I'll just tell you right now. Well, I'll just tell you right now, after we get the implement hooked up to the tractor and get it back there. So y'all come on, we're gonna take a look, see what I got here. I've got this boom sprayer. It's a Femco Industries. Got it at Tractor Supply. Holds 40 gallons. Pumps 1,000,000 gallons a minute. I don't know. But yeah, I've got it up here. I had to fill it up because I still don't have water out here, so I had to fill it up at the house and bring it out here. And with it full, couldn't just put it in the bed of the truck, so I put it on the trailer. I'm gonna slide it back to the back, and we'll see if I can get the 3-point to hook up. Might have to, this is a tilt trailer, so I may have to dump the bed and then pick it up from there. So we'll see what we got. So went to get the tractor, connected the battery. I always leave it disconnected so it doesn't drain the battery, but it's been a while since I used it. Cranked over a little bit, let off, went to get the glow plugs to help get it started, and then it wouldn't turn over. So battery's weak. I got jumper cables, but I can't get the truck and the trailer back there to where the tractor is. So I'll have to disconnect the trailer, but I'm going to try to get this while it's still hooked up to the truck, try to get it tilted back and kind of on the ground there, and then I'll be able to pick it up from there. About 300 pounds, so put it over the axle. So, number one reason why I had lasted the time. It's 11:24. It's already 100 degrees. The high for today, I think, was, let me get you away from the air vent. I had to, well, the high for today is, I think, 107 actual temperature. I don't know what the feels like temperature is. Probably 112 or so. The other day, I wasn't up here, but I checked the, let me turn this down, that's probably affecting my audio, but the other day, I checked my phone. I wasn't up here, I was going into work, checked my phone, and it was 111 actual temperature up here, and felt like 116. So that's a little warm to be doing a lot of extensive work and be out in it all day. Today I'm just coming up here to spray the field, and we'll get more into that here in just a little bit. But even my phone said it's too hot. It's too hot to work, because just that 2 minutes and 41 seconds that I got of me trying to offload the sprayer, the phone said, "No, it's too hot. Cool off the phone, and we'll talk." So I came in here, put my phone, took the case off, put my phone in front of the AC vent, and cooled it off so I could video this. But basically what I did was I unstrapped the sprayer, slid it back, tilted the bed down. You know, I let it come down as I slid the boom sprayer down, and then got it off the trailer, let the trailer come back up, and then disconnected. And now I'm about to take the truck, go jump off the tractor, and then come back around, hook that up. Hopefully this heat doesn't kill us on this video, because I mean, this is probably going to be a short video, but I've got a lot that I want to do or talk about, because I mean, we have some getting caught up on to do. Yes, we got a lot to get caught up on. Pond, not a whole lot going there. The barn pad, not a whole lot going on there, because I hadn't been out here in months. But the food plot is one big thing that I want to talk about, and that's probably mainly what this video is going to be about. I'll go ahead and talk about some of the other reasons. Is my shoulder. I injured my shoulder. Last video that I posted was the pond build, and we were working on getting the pond dug, and I was moving some trees, and I injured my shoulder, my rotator cuff. I got ended up being some severe tendonitis, and what do they call that? Tendon impediment, and of course I've got some arthritis in there, and I've got a deformity in my shoulder. So all that mixed together, and I wasn't able to. I mean, it got to the point where I couldn't even pick a glass up off the table to take a drink with this arm, just that lifting motion. But now I've got movement back. I'm not 100%. It still hurts to lift weights, but I'm doing some physical therapy, doing some stretches, doing some lifting with my shoulder, and yeah, what else? It's hot. Oh, work. So I started to turn around and work in the plants, manufacturing products, and we ended up, the unit that I work in ended up starting a turnaround, and that's when we shut the unit down and go in and fix a bunch of things, and we end up working every day, or 13 days on, 1 day off is basically our schedule. And I was on that for a month and a half, 2 months, because I was working some overtime before and working some overtime afterwards, and the turnaround went a little longer than expected. So yeah, that's where I've been. So back to getting this stuff done to the food plot, getting the tractor, doing all that. So hang in there. All right. Let's hook up this jump cable and see if it'll fire. Tell you what, it is hard to get this truck threaded through all that. You can't go straight back here. You got to go through here and then around those trees and back in there, and it's a pain. But did it. Didn't put any more dents in the truck. I'm happy. Well, here we are. Food plot. Doesn't really look like what I saw on the green cover website. And so all of this, I mean, I'm not seeing anything that I planted in here. I'm not saying that the green cover seed mix that I got was bad, because I know it wasn't, because I saw it after I planted it and it got a rain. It started coming up. I started seeing buckwheat, I started seeing sunflowers. I think I showed y'all some of that. It was coming up. And what I think happened was I had a pretty good group of deer that was coming back here and feeding at the feeders and feeding on the food plot. I think they ate it down before they got a chance to, before the food plot got a chance to come up. And then when that happened, I just had a ton of weeds. This is all native grasses, native weeds, or whatever you want to call it. This is native to this area. But what I'm seeing here is a lot of this. These stickers, but those are seeds. Probably can't see them, but those are seeds. A lot of that. But most of what I'm seeing is this here. This is, I believe it's called woolly croton is the technical name, I believe. I'm not sure. Somebody will comment, correct me, please. But what I call it, what I grew up calling it, is either goatweed or doveweed. And so I'm looking at these. This one's a little young, but it does have some seed pods there growing. They're not fully developed, but you can see the little flowers on it. I don't know if you can see that. The little flowers right here. Seed pods below it. And stickers. But some of it is mature, like these back here. some of those are mature, and those will start popping after your first freeze. But dove season's coming. I want to get a dove hunting here before deer season, before bow season. So September. All right, so evidently it's just too blasted hot. It's too hot to record. Every time I get a couple of minutes into recording something, my phone shuts down. I get done talking for 5-10 minutes, and then I go look and my phone's turned off. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to film from inside the truck with it running, with the AC blowing, just shoot it out the front windshield. So sorry if y'all see some cinematography isn't perfect. Of course, nothing on this channel is perfect. So anyways, what I was saying was I would like to get a dove hunt in here before I plant the fall food plot and fall and winter food plot, but before, and I'll plant that probably right before bow season. So next month, I'll be towards the end of next month, beginning of October, maybe right at bow season, I'll come back here and seed in. But I need to go ahead and terminate all these weeds. I need to kill them, get them out of here. I would rather just crimp them and crimp the old food plot and plant into it, crimp it and everything. In a perfect world, that works. But looks like this year with all the weeds, we had a failure on the food plot this spring and summer food plot. I failed. Like I said, I don't think it was anything about the green cover seed mix. It was the application, planting. I planted right before a nice shower, so I mean the application was good. I mean, I seeded into a standing crop, crimped it, and then it started raining. I mean, I couldn't ask for a more perfect setup for that. But I think, like I said, I think that it just started to come up, and the herd of deer that I had that had been feeding in here just ate it down before it got a chance to mature, and it ended up killing it. And then when that died, the weeds came up, and it's just been like this. So could I have done anything different? I'm not sure. Maybe taped it off with some scent to deter the deer, or put a hot wire, but I'm not trying to do all that. I mean, I want the deer to eat it, but I would have liked for it to come up a little better. So anyways, I ended up shutting the tractor off. It needs another jump. I walked back, got the jumper cables, I got the truck, I got some water back here now. I'm pulling off. I'm gonna jump it off, I'll start spraying. I think I'm just gonna film from inside the truck, like I said, that way I can get some good footage, and hopefully it doesn't shut off. Anyway, stay tuned. All right, so just finished spraying the food plot. I went twice, overlapping laps this way, and then did another zigzag back and forth across it to use all 30 gallons that are mixed up. Hopefully that's, I've never done this, so I was watching it spray, and I know the sprayers were getting hit by the leaves and everything, so I don't know if I should have maybe mowed it, knocked it down, and then sprayed it, but I think it should be fine, but it's so hot out here that the chemical probably evaporated when it came out of the sprayer. But hopefully it works. Hopefully I come back in a week or two and it's all brown. I should get some pictures before too long. Something passing through, or the wind blowing that doveweed or whatever, and be able to watch it from my phone through my game cameras and see if it's working or not. If not, I might have to double up, or I'll probably go ahead and, if this doesn't work, I'll probably go ahead and mow it and then double the dose, spray it again. But I've got to kill all the weeds to plant the new food plot in there. So I'm gonna take the tractor back, put the sprayer back on. I got a couple of other things to do today. I've got another property. It's just, you know, I don't know, quarter, half acre, third of an acre, something like that. That I hadn't been to it in a year or two, and I was looking at it on Google Maps, and it looks like somebody put a trailer or something there. It looks like there's some structure there, so I think I'm going to run out there, see what that's about. It could be just on the other side of the fence from my property on the neighbors, but from the satellite footage it looks like it's on my property. So maybe go talk to the neighbor, see if he knows, and then probably go over to my buddy's place in Spurger.
And the video cut off again because of the heat, and my phone got hot and shut it down. So I'm back here at the house. Ended up going up to the property up at Rayburn that I was telling you about. Evidently the property line was a little different than what I thought. It was actually, the structure that I was talking about was on the neighbor's property. I own the property next to it. Probably going to end up selling those two lots that I have there soon. But that'll help finance some of the stuff going on at Dusty Pines. So more to come on that. And ended up going to a friend's house. It was my friends that brought the mini excavator over and helped me. I went over there and helped them a little bit. Did some mowing for them, then rushed home, got in bed and showered, got in bed, and went to work the next morning. But wanted to give you an update on the pond. There's not really a whole lot going on there. It's dry. Well, there's a little bit of water at the very bottom of it. It's more of a mud puddle, but I didn't want any water in it anyways, because I've still got a few days of work to do there. Coming in October, I plan on renting a backhoe. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do a 3-day or another 7-day rental. I might go ahead and do a 7-day rental on it, because I've got that mound of dirt that I got to do something with. So not only finishing the pond, I've got to do something with that dirt pile, and I'll probably move some dirt back there by the food plot. But we'll see how the deer movement's going to be doing, because I'd like to be doing some hunting that week as well. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully we'll have a pond finish that week. Maybe harvest a deer. I've been watching We've got one or two that are looking pretty good. They're still a little young, but when it comes time to putting meat in the freezer, I'm going to take a closer look at them. Got a couple of nice bucks running around. They're a little young. If I get a shot at a doe, I'll probably shoot a doe over taking one of them, unless they're if they are what I think they are, then might harvest a buck. But that's pretty much it. The heat was terrible. It got up to like 110 that day. It was really hot, and as you can see, the videos kept cutting out. I had to film some of it in the truck, from the truck. Sorry about that, but I wanted to get some footage out there for you, and it was the way that I could kind of adapt to what was going on. So anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Y'all have a good one, and God bless.